Brews and Banner Podcast. Brews and Banner Podcast. What up? Welcome to Brews and Banner Podcast. I'm your host, Rob G. And with me, as always, is the Legendary Brew Crew. What up, fellas?
I was reading this weekend. Mama.
Nah, it doesn't taste like dirt. My name is Lou Belgium, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm wondering, does Delaware have an actual culture?
This is the podcast that we talk about beer, but we also talk about a lot of things that's happening in the world, politics, movies, anything really that comes to our mind while we're here sampling these brews. Grab a drink and pull up a chair.
Ooh, we love you, Brews and Banter Podcast.
Red means go.
Yep.
What up? Welcome to Brewsing Banter Podcast, where the topic is the rockin' in the brew. Well, that be the fuel. I'm your host, Rob G, and with me, as always, the Legendary Brew Crew. What's going on, fellas?
Hello.
It's Mo.
Yeah, I was trying to have my mouth full when I said it too. That's good. I like that. Hi.
Sorry for the listeners that are listening. That was unprofessional.
Nah, that was ASMR. They do it all day. Yeah, everybody just be quiet. Just
That doesn't comfort me at all.
Me feel good. I like that.
This is another episode of Brewsing Banter Podcast. If this is your first time listening or watching, welcome to the show.
Welcome.
We are glad you can join us this afternoon, this morning, this evening, whenever you are listening or watching the podcast. But we do have a great guest with us this afternoon, this morning, this evening. And without further ado, we want to welcome the woman behind because I was trying the sauce.
Behind the sauce.
We have Sweet Mama herself, so we're gonna give her a round of applause. Oh.
get you that sweet mama.
Welcome. Her name is Jennifer, by the way.
Right.
Yeah, Sweet. I asked her how she wanted to be named. She said Sweet Mama.
Oh,
that's what
sorry.
they call
I
her.
apologize. I didn't hear that part.
She said, "Don't give it with my government." And you just gave it to her.
You can call me Jen. That's fine. Jen is fine.
All right, Jerry. Welcome to the podcast. We are glad.
Thank you for having us.
We are right now. Obviously, you can hear these two guys eating on something. So before we get into it, we always like to know what we are drinking on, but we also want to know what we are eating on today. So we'll start with Jen. What are we eating today?
What do we have here?
What do you have today? So your menu is you had buffalo chicken dip.
Delicious.
Mambo wings, and the Mambo wings had like a jerk seasoning and the spicy Mambo sauce.
Delicious.
You have
Delicious.
Creole shrimp and grits. You have fried whiting. And then a Mambo chicken slider.
Okay. All right.
Yum.
All right.
Y-U-M.
And what we're drinking on today, we have from Big Oyster Brewery, we have the Atlantico Mexican Lager. It's at 4.4% ABV, light and refreshing. And we also have...
We have Bay Brew Company, and they have a raspberry peach cheesecake sour at 7.0% ABV. And they're out of Delaware as well.
That sounds delicious.
It is really good. You want some of this?
Yeah, sure. Since Rob drink all the lager.
Yeah, he definitely took that.
I'll take some of that.
Yeah, just drink the shit and cut.
Jen is new to craft beer, so she's drinking Coors Light.
I had some of the
Mexican lager. Now she's drinking the Mexican lager.
She sat down with Coors Light.
I did sit down with Coors Light
Yeah,
as
she
I've
did.
been drinking it. I should have stock in the company. I'm gonna be clear. I'm real clear. Like, we joke, but we're serious. So.
Yeah, and we're not. And nothing's wrong with Coors Light. Nothing's wrong with anything.
Nah, it ain't. It's not Coors Light. You know, like you like what you like.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
But one thing I can say though, this Mexican lager is going great with this spicy sauce.
There you go.
Okay.
So
There you go.
Wish I could have got some of the Mexican lager.
There's a Mexican lager in the bag, bro. And you ain't even finished the beer you got.
I didn't have a chance. I was just trying to enjoy my drink, but I realized the Mexican lager was gone.
I'm enjoying my drink, so too. This Mexican lager. All right, Jen.
This is what you get, John.
It's okay. I'm fine. No worries. I'm good.
All right, well, we're going to take it to the beginner.
Yes.
And we're here for the sauce. So what are the sauces and why did you go with sauces?
Okay, well, it's a Mambo sauce. So, like, the DMV area, Mambo sauce is a big thing. So the Mambo sauce came out of, I have a very long journey. So I wrote a cookbook, I've done a blog, I've done a cooking show, but the whole premise of the entire cookbook and blog and all that is called, it's the Game Day Kitchen.
Okay.
And Cooking with the Pros. So Cooking with the Pros, I actually did a cooking show with professional athletes. and then it parlayed into me doing the cookbook and the blog. So the platform was each city would have a different recipe for whatever was prominent within that city. So cheesesteaks in Philadelphia, remaining sandwiches in Pittsburgh or whatever, and then of course Mambo sauce in DC. So at the time, whenever I was covering that or doing the DC blog, I'm a retired teacher, so my principal, she was a native. I mean, I lived in Baltimore, so I knew Mambo sauce, but I wasn't like a DC native.
Right.
So she was the person I was doing like my test runs on, and so I finally nailed it, if you will. And then so I just had it, like I just made it for when I started catering, I would just take it if I had wings or pulled pork, different things like that. And then people were like, oh, you should manufacture it. And I was like, okay, I didn't really want to at the time because I really focused on the catering, but it was so popular. I was like, oh, shit, maybe I should make some money on the sauce.
Absolutely.
So I hired a food consultant, and she walked me through all the processes or whatever. So we started off with one flavor, the original lips, if you will. And then as time evolved, it was like, oh, you should do it with a bourbon, or you should do it with a beer, or whatever. So we went from the original flavor, then the original spicy, which has cayenne, and then having lived in Baltimore for a long time, then I did the Maryland style sauce, which has Old Bay and Natty Boh.
Okay.
And then I have a pineapple habanero, I have a mango chipotle, I have a cranberry cayenne, I have a peach and bourbon, and a peach bourbon and scotch bonnet. So we have 8 flavors total.
8 flavors? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait, I heard you say the original lips. What's that mean?
So the tagline is a kiss of deliciousness. So Sweet Mama's Mambo sauce, a kiss of deliciousness. So the lips on the bottle, each one, identifies which flavor you have.
Okay.
Also, there's different lips for everybody.
They're my lips, but then each my lips, but then the actual flavor is written across the lip.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. I knew that. I saw
Read
it
the
on the
lips,
bottom.
people. No, my sign's even there. Read my lips.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's good. That makes sense.
That's
Good
great
marketing right now.
Yeah, very good marketing. That's good. But so do this for me. Explain, if I never had a Mambo sauce and you was trying to explain to me what, like the flavor notes of Mambo sauce, what would you tell me?
It's really a cross between a hot sauce and a barbecue sauce, minus like the molasses and the you know what I mean. Mine's obviously mine deviate more than like your traditional ones that you find in DC, which you're just finding the original and the spicy. So obviously I've branched further out than other people, but if you really wanted to describe it, it's really a combination between a barbecue sauce and a hot sauce, minus the additional things.
Yeah, because it's not as thick as a barbecue sauce.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
You're right. The molasses or brown sugar, that doesn't exist.
Yeah. Okay.
Rob kind of started.
Delicious.
It is. It really is. Rob started your journey in the middle, I think, talking about the Mambo sauces. You was talking about a former teacher and used to cook with athletes. Let's go back to the beginning. When did you think that this could be a thing for you, like catering and sauces and cooking for profit?
Well, it's truly a long journey. So it started my youngest daughter is now 20. So when I was home with her, she was a January baby, so we couldn't leave the house. So we were watching ESPN and Food Network. Like we were going back and forth between them. And Food Network really was just kind of like on its real precipice. Like it really wasn't like what it is today. And at that point, number one, there were like 0 people of color. Number one, and number 2, there was no show that a combination of sports and food. And I was so perplexed. I couldn't understand how are you not having a cooking show that was featuring athletes and just game day food, and I didn't understand it. But let me even go back even further. This was after book. So that was in the forefront at that point. I couldn't understand that. But so then moving forward, I kept having, because I'm a big sports person. I went to Penn State. Obviously, I went to Penn State. I ran track at Penn State. Even sports are I'm a sports person. I'm a Pittsburgh family, whatever. So I just couldn't process that. So then on my journey as teaching, we started doing these things called a soul food cook-off, which I spearheaded. And then that parlayed into me doing a cooking show with my students. So then the cooking show with my students, and I was like, I can do a cooking show because I've done one. So then my girlfriend from college, she was a sports agent at that time. I was like, I think we should try and do a sports cooking show. So she knew the gatekeeper for the NFLPA, for the agents. So then we were able to tap into some athletes. And then I hired a production team, which again, and please be clear, I had 0 clue. I had no clue what I was doing. I was like, I'm just gonna go ahead. And I was good at it, but because I was very organized, but I didn't know really what I was doing in the sense of being on, whatever. forth. So we got the athletes. Like I had Lewis Riddick, I've had Michael Robinson, I've had Aaron Maben. Let's say, we had some big names.
Yeah.
So we produced a cooking show, and then the cookbook actually came out of the cooking show. Like, sometimes I don't even know where things, chicken or egg. So like that was kind of the beginnings of it. And then I decided to retire from teaching in 2016, like obviously an early retirement, and then pursue catering. And then the sauce came out of that.
All right. So I guess the first thing I probably should ask them, why do they call you Sweet Mama?
Well, so when I was doing an event, a Penn State event, so I've done a lot of catering for it, and this was like when it was just like in the jars. I'm walking around with the sauce, like, hey, sample the sauce. And this woman who was at the event, her family owns a marinara company. So she was like, oh, you should call it Mama's Mambo sauce. And this is like, I don't know, probably 10, 12 years ago. And I was like, that is way too old of a name.
Right.
Like, what are you talking about? So I was like, I had to like adjust it. And I was like, oh, Sweet Mama's. But at first I was like, maybe 3 Mamas for like myself and my 2 daughters. And everyone's like, no, that's too much. So I was like, how about just Sweet Mama's Mambo sauce? And then I don't even know how I came up with the kiss of deliciousness. I don't know. So that's how it became Sweet Mama's Mambo sauce. I just like worked through some names basically.
All right, because I see you got it on your you got it on your chain.
I know.
Mama.
Look at me. I'm Sweet Mama.
Though something, I don't know. When I hear Sweet Mama, I feel like you should be baking something.
I don't bake at all.
I feel like it should be baking Sweet Mama.
I think it just has to be sweet.
Anything, right?
Yeah, she could be nice.
She could just be a sweet person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
And I am.
That's true. I mean,
So you play with my money.
I said obviously we found that out. Just don't play with her money and her time.
Yeah, or my time. Time is money, people. Nobody has time for that mess.
Before we go any further, I just want to make sure that everybody realizes that this cat made a big deal about this Mexican lager and then picked up the other sour.
Yeah, I looked in the bag. I looked in the bag and seen better options.
He changed his mind about that.
Better options. So I get there.
You say so? You have 8 SKUs for 8 flavors. Are they all active currently too?
Yeah.
And where can people like get the sauces?
So we have a website.
Okay.
They can order on the website. We are in grocery stores here locally.
Okay.
So that's a whole other story, a whole other grind of a whole other grind. So yeah, we're a website, we're on Amazon, but we always direct people to the website because they're ordering directly from me. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so you can go to it's sweetmamasmambosauce.com. Okay. So that's where we can be found.
Okay. So was this like a family thing, like the whole cooking aspect? Like, is this something that somebody in your family used to cook and you decided to cook, or it's just I got kids, they gotta eat, and boom.
It's kind of that. Well, I mean, like I started in a restaurant when I was 13. So I was a dishwasher. Then you move up to the ranks of like line order person, whatever it might be. And then I was in college. I was a bartender. And then when I was teaching, when I first started teaching, I taught in New York, Pennsylvania, but I lived in Baltimore for a long time. So there was a bar/restaurant that I worked at. So I was always into that particular scene. Mm-hmm. Plus, I obviously like to party. There was all the aspects of it. And then, but then I really got into cooking as a younger person. And when I initially was with the father of my daughters. So we did a lot of cooking. And then when I wasn't with them. So when I wasn't a single parent, I would host a lot of parties when I could no longer really go to games or go to tailgates. So we would always have like Sunday fun days or whatever at my house. And that's really kind of when it all got the ball got rolling. So I was writing my own recipes and, doing all that to develop kind of also like an arsenal. Like I did bring my cookbooks for you guys to look at. So it was like, I was really like developing it. I just wanted to see what people liked. Yeah. And I wanted people to be honest with me, like, Jen, this is trash or Jen, this is great. Because you can't have everyone always being like, this is the most amazing thing I've ever had. Like you do need, realistic feedback from people. So.
Yeah, on our way here, I said to them, so if her food's not good, which one of us is going to tell her?
We took a vote.
We took a vote.
Who was going to be?
Me. But it's good.
Okay. I got to feel safe. Could have been, it's good.
Now you said cook books, so with an S, so you have...
No, only one.
Oh,
oh my God.
Okay.
No, but I really, moving forward, I do want to do a second cookbook.
Okay.
Again, another thing that I didn't. I mean, I literally took every picture myself. I literally wrote everything. I didn't have a publishing house. There was none of that fun stuff. It was just me.
You just want to write it this time.
Yeah. I mean, I wrote everything, but now I would like somebody do the heavy work. Come on.
Right.
But I really did. So it was very. I'll say at the time for me as a black woman, I felt kind of pioneerish because it wasn't very. I don't know. There wasn't a lot of us out there.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's like famous black women, but I don't think it's not as very rare that you see this stuff.
And they had somebody like that was backing their cause. Like I was funding everything myself.
Right.
So and just even the pictures and there was a woman who was a retired teacher. I was a science teacher, so I wasn't like editing from the language perspective. So I had someone I paid somebody to do that, but like every other aspect of it, I did myself. And then finally, a woman obviously put it together for me for a final public publication. All the other aspects I did by myself. So I did a lot of things that people, I don't know, kind of before the time, I think, from some other people.
I always wonder how somebody makes a cookbook, though. Because I cook, right? But I don't do, what do you write down the stuff that you're putting in it and how much? And because this sounds like a lot of work. Because when I'm cooking, I'm just in there, bling, 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 bling.
It was a lot of work.
So basically, your meals never taste the same. Like if you was to make like meatloaf today and then make meatloaf tomorrow, they necessarily wouldn't taste the same.
Maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not because maybe I put more garlic powder in it
Right.
than last time I made it.
Cookbook gives you more consistency.
Yeah.
And you don't have the patience to say I did this much garlic.
Like,
Yeah, like I mean, there's certain things like the grits, like things that really aren't like.
Like you can't, like, what are you want to really say?
Right,
Much
they're
about,
Let's sidebar. You brought up the grits though. These ain't normal grits.
Those grits are delicious.
Yeah,
though.
this ain't. I don't like grits.
They are delicious.
I'm one of them
They are
people that
delicious.
don't like grits that aren't sweet. I like sugar in my grits.
That's weird.
Yeah, whatever.
Weird.
Whatever. F all y'all. I don't
Weird.
care. I don't care. Judge me.
No,
Judge me and your mom.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
but
just
I didn't.
you.
I didn't. I didn't need I didn't even ask for that. Like that was really good. And most of the time I take grits. They're not good.
I love grits.
Yeah, these
me
was nice
too.
and buttery.
They're
I
better.
love
Yeah.
grits. I
Buttery,
love
cheesy.
grits.
Yeah, you gotta.
A little cheese and some butter and some salt and pepper. That's really all you need. I mean,
Yeah.
but we can make it fancy, but sweet grits is not.
Yeah,
It's illegal. It's illegal, actually.
It's not illegal. Arrest me now, then.
It has to be at least 40 of the 50.
Listen, moving on. Moving on.
It has to be. It has to be. It just has to be.
Eat what you like. Eat what you like. I mean, eat what
It's
I
okay.
like.
It's okay.
Thank you.
Some
Thank you,
people
Jen.
put-
The cook in the thing says it's okay.
Some people put sugar on rice.
Yeah.
I've seen that
Rice
too.
cereal.
Yes.
That's rice cereal.
Okay.
Well, he just said he was
Yeah.
a cook too, so he's a cook
He
too.
don't got
No,
He cooked for his family.
I can cook, but I ain't
He
no
ain't no
cook.
cook. He ain't no cook.
Yeah,
He ain't
I
never
can
claimed
cook.
that. Don't put that on him.
Yeah,
He just
yeah.
said it.
No, I said
He
I cook.
He offered.
I cook too.
And he put a little dash on it. And he don't have the patience to be a
I
cook.
was just wondering like how a cookbook comes into play because there's so much that goes into like when I'm cooking, I be locked in on what I'm doing like for that moment. But it's like I don't know if I could say, okay, yeah, taste this and then be like, oh yeah, I put in a teaspoon of this or this
There's
is
a lot
a
of
teaspoon
backtracking.
of that. That's
Because you
a
got
lot of work.
You got to write down the ingredients, then make it, then taste it.
Yeah.
And if you like
Right.
it, you keep that. But if you don't like it, you got to rip that all up.
Right.
Yeah.
I need to add another tablespoon of this, and then now you got to change it. Like that's crazy.
And if you're drinking,
Shout
when you
out
do
to
it, then
you.
it becomes Scratch the whole thing.
So Jen, do you put sugar in your grits?
I do not. No,
She said no.
No, no, no.
Yeah, she said it was diabolical.
No.
I'm a savory grit person. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
I like sweet. Y'all know that.
It's okay. It's
Y'all know
okay.
that.
We're not mad at that.
Yeah. Thank you, Jen. Thank you very much.
Her face said it is terrible, but
she said-
They call
I
it,
mean,
nice.
they call it savory grits because it's save that sugar for some other shit.
That's not what that means either, at all. English is a trash language, but you made it trash. You're with that is not even close.
So when you were doing the cooking show, was the Mambo sauce already out in production, or would that came later?
No, that came after.
So would you ever think about doing this cooking show now that you actually have the product and stuff with the cooking show again?
Well, yes, I'm going to do something. There's going to be a new approach down the road. And I've learned in the entrepreneur world to keep certain things close to your vest.
Right.
I've been burned a few times. I mean, all entrepreneurs have, right?
Right.
So there's some things in the works, and I just want to kind of like excuse me, like process them a little more and really go. Now I have a little more capital in the sense of like people know my brand. Like I'm telling you, when I did the cooking show, people were like, we have no idea who this chick is.
Right.
Had it been fast forward, because I could have probably had all kinds of sponsorship and things that it wasn't coming out of pocket.
Right.
Just whatever. I mean, I had the personality, I had the ability to do it, right? And I was, I felt really good at what I was doing. But I think, now I have a little more in my pocket.
Cachet.
A little more cachet, exactly. To walk to the table
networking
with.
is easier.
Some's coming down the pike.
All right.
It's just gonna be a little bit of a more sophisticated aspect of it. I mean, same concept, because I'm not going to change myself, but in the sense of the approach will be similar, but just not the same. It won't just be completely athletes. Let me put it that way.
Okay.
In a different setting.
A little different flavor of the sauce.
A little different flavor of the sauce.
Same sauce, but a little different.
A little different flavor. Yeah. I mean, with age comes a certain, whatever. So,
Yeah.
A little different spin. Yeah.
I got you. That makes sense, though.
That's kind of a random question, but since you are a sports person as well as like even the cookbook is like based on like sports theme. So what is your since we are football season, what is your ideal Super Bowl Sunday spread?
Oh my gosh! I mean, I've hosted parties. I've hosted a lot of parties. I think you always have to have wings. You always have to have wings. People are obviously into the nachos, a certain level of nachos, sliders, like those. Those are the classic things that you kind of stick with.
Yeah.
Salads. People like a little pasta salad here and there, but people do like the hot foods. People like lasagnas or like a baked ziti, like those types of things. But I'm personally bigger on just like handheld items that can.
That's what I think about too when I think about game day food. It has to be handheld.
Now that's your tailgate thing, but in your catering business, are you more fluid with what is it more what the customer wants?
Oh my God, yes. Like
menu?
literally, I have a whole menu. Like we talked. So last night I had a menu or a wedding, and then so the wedding was they had butter chicken and garlic beef, and so it can be this whole. They had shrimp cocktail and glazed salmon, and then during the week we did something for a hospital, and they had ratatouille and mac and cheese, and and then we did a nacho bar for something else.
So you can do it all.
I really have a really vast menu.
How's your mac and cheese?
I have a good mac and cheese. There's a cheese sauce, and then there is egg, so it is an actual baked mac and cheese.
Okay.
So there is a cheese pool as well.
There's a cheese pool.
There's a cheese pool.
Okay, yeah.
It's solid. I feel, come on now, we all know.
I wish you would have had some.
I'm sorry.
He likes to judge people's mac and cheese.
We not to talk about my wings.
Yeah, I like the
Judging.
I mean, the wings are phenomenal. Everything's great, but I would like to taste that mac and cheese.
We can do round 2 on the interview.
Only because, mac and cheese is everybody can't make mac and cheese.
Right? No, I understand.
That's a hard thing to do.
It's hard, and it is very critical within the community.
Yes.
Do not. And I make a good potato salad. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Potato salad and macaroni salad.
Okay.
Yes, and I have had people tell me that I make it like their grandma. So when you get that.
Yeah, that's the highest compliment.
Okay,
that's the highest compliment.
That is the highest compliment. And I'm like, I had him in tears. I'm not lying. He was like,
man.
I said, oh my God.
Luke cried over something he ate before, but I understood why he.
It reminded me of my
It
grandma.
reminded him of his grandma.
I'm telling you, the man said I was deeply touched. Like I'm not lying. Like, that's what you strive for. Like you strive to make sure that your clients have that attachment, that emotional attachment to the food. Yes, exactly, and it resonates from a nostalgic standpoint.
Absolutely. Thanks for bringing that up, Yoda. That was an emotional day.
Yeah, I remember. Well, that's a bad thing I brought it up.
No. It was good emotions. Like you made me think about it.
Yeah.
You want to tap into that with people. You really do. Like you want them to feel like, oh my God.
Yeah, I can imagine. Nobody's ever cried over my food, so I guess I'm not really
it's touching when people say that. You're like, yes, I've come here.
I did have somebody get mad that it was going, that something was going, and they didn't get none. So I mean, I'll take that.
Good.
That's close enough. You angry? It's an emotional. It's an emotion that you.
Now, were they just hungry, or did they want more?
They wanted more.
Okay.
It was mac and cheese. They wanted more, and they was mad that it wasn't no more.
He think he make the best mac and cheese in the world.
Oh, that's where it's coming from.
Yes.
Oh,
he's being judgy. He don't want to taste it because he's looking for good mac and cheese.
Yeah, I was just wanting to taste it so I can tell you mine's better. I was going to just taste it so I can say mine's better than this.
That's all. He was going to get in the car and be like, "My mac and cheese is better." Y'all both know that.
Be like, what are you going to say now, guys? We have a ride home. What are you going to tell me?
We gonna tell them that we still think her mac and cheese is better.
We're going Team Jen. We're Team Jen.
Fight harder for your mac and cheese.
Come on, guys.
Fight harder for yours. Fight harder for yours. Jen ain't even. The cheese pool and 2 different sauces. That's all I.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
You gotta get a cheese sauce, brother. I can't even talk to you until you get a cheese sauce. No, we can't even have this. We can't even have it for Thanksgiving no more.
I feel like when you have a cheese sauce like that, you're just like trying to make up for something. And say, no.
You're not overcompensating with the cheese sauce. No.
You're overcompensating for unseasoned noodles. I mean,
like, I don't even know how mac and cheese works anymore.
Now, besides the original Mambo sauce, like if someone was to taste the sauce for the very first time, what would be the other one that you would say you would highly recommend them taste?
Besides the original.
I always go the spicy. So there's original, then the one that you guys have right now, the spicy. Just first of all, I like spice,
okay.
And it's not really messing with any. Like when you add the pineapple or you add the, because if you don't like Old Bay, like you're like, what is this?
That's true.
You're like, and I always preface it with people like, if you don't like Old Bay, do not try the sauce. You know?
Yeah, I guess that's the same thing with pineapple too. Like if you don't like, that's true.
Habanero or any of those items.
Right.
So, but even ironically, so the spicy or the spicy cranberry. And I know it sounds...
That's the Scotch bonnet one, right?
No, I have a spicy cranberry, and then I have
spicy cranberry.
Yeah, I have a peach and bourbon, and peach bourbon and Scotch bonnet. Okay. So the spicy cranberry, even though you think it's seasonal, which obviously would be considered seasonal,
right?
But it really is very popular. It's a very... the mild notes of the cranberry, I guess, kind of play through in a way that...
What would you serve with that?
It's great on like a sweet potato fry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sweet potato fries. I mean, it's good on pork. It's good on chicken. It's good on obviously turkey. You know, but you
definitely
really,
sounds like turkey vibes.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It does have like a holiday feel to it. But you really can use it in other seasons, and it's still. I mean, I do sell a lot of it.
Yeah.
When people are kind of. Yes.
Does it still have any kind of kick to it, or is it just like...
There's cayenne in it.
Okay.
Spirited spicy cranberry.
Okay,
I'm all about the alliteration on my...
Yeah, okay. Because I can see that being delicious.
Now, out of the 7 sauces, because I know you have 8, but out of the 7, was there one flavor combination that surprised you?
That was that good?
That it was...
The cranberry.
Oh, that was... Okay.
It was the cranberry. Yeah, the cranberry. It was... I mean, I know people shouldn't say what they like the least. I have a whole group of people that love... No, I mean, I'm going to be honest. Like, people love the mango and chipotle. It's the one I personally use the least.
Right.
Even though I love the chipotle and, like, other things. But it's good. Like, I do, like, a chipotle brisket with that on. So,
okay.
You know, so when you have the combinations of things together, like... But if I'm just putting that on, I'm not. But then I've other people like, oh my God, how do you not like it? I'm like, well, I made it. So I feel like I can talk about it, guys.
I don't like the... Now, do you always use your Mambo sauce when you're catering? Like in anything that you're making?
It just meant whatever they order. Like last night, there was nothing last night that required it.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
so it really, I mean,
but if
I
it's something that needs
push it. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you know, like when you have like I mean, it can be used for exclusive things, but like the menu, last night's menu did not in any way like call for that.
Okay.
So,
but you do try to incorporate it.
Oh my God, yeah, like come on, people. This is a sauce that you're having.
Yes. I wouldn't even care if it didn't work. I'd be like, all everywhere I go, the bottles be sitting on.
That's what I was about to say.
I know,
Do you bring
are
the bottles available at the events, like at the weddings, at the bar mitzvahs?
Yeah, a lot of times. Yes.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they even like we'll bring my friends over. Like, but a lot of times I'm like, not that because I'm not reckless, but like I really am very busy. So a lot of times I'll go places and I have business cards and they're like, what are you doing? Like, which obviously has my name on it, but then the website's automatically on the back. Mm-hmm. So we only have a website for the sauce. I don't have like a catering website. Mm-hmm. Like people have to just kind of find me.
You're like Hitch. You gotta have that black card.
Yeah. I'm getting there, guys. Yeah, we're gonna find Jen. Let's find Jen. It should be great. Yeah. So it's kind of like that. But I'm getting there. I'm gonna build a website.
If
but it's like,
you know.
Yeah, it's really like one of those things. Like you just time is
right. Yeah.
There's only so much time, so it's kind of So yes, no, people find me. I mean, I do have a lot of referral systems.
You know, I was going to say, I think like when it's catering and not an actual like brick and mortar restaurant, it's word of mouth. Really,
it is.
Like people that really like your food is going to tell somebody else, hey, I went to this place, even if it wasn't their event. Oh, I went to this place, the food was good, and this lady was catering, whatever, and they telling somebody else.
Yeah, like that wedding she catered yesterday. There's some people that woke up this morning and they talking to their friends about what they did.
Right.
Oh, the food was really good.
That story was because the young man, the groom, so he called me. So let me back up. So my mentor, when I retired, I got this mentor. But I don't even like people just found me, and I do believe that happens. And so his name is Jim. Jim is the executive chef of this really kind of a renowned place in this area here, so the Wrightsville Inn, right? So Jim became my mentor. So over the years, and that's why I retired in 2016. So over the years, he's talked me through just how to cater, like business stuff of it, the aspects, serve safe, just really truly the very basics. Mm-hmm. And so we've reconnected over the years, and like he tried to talk me through doing some. You okay with that, Chip? But he's done things like how I do prepared meals for things, whatever. So I think it was January, yes, I feel January. So he called me because he works with Robert Irvine, so Chef Impossible or whatever. Mm-hmm. So Governor Shapiro, our governor, Pennsylvania governor, his house had been bombed during Passover. All right. And so Robert Irvine's company, when it's like the first responders, so his company wants to always do things for the first responders that deal with these types of situations. So Robert Irvine, who he's worked with him before, contacted Jim, but Jim could not go up to the governor's office to do the event. So Jim referred me to do the event for the first responders. So Robert Irvine came in, his entire group came in. I got to meet Governor Shapiro, all that stuff. So that was a great lens for me. And then fast forward to this wedding. So this young man somehow was friends with Jim, and Jim couldn't do the wedding, and then Jim referred me. So if you have this well-renowned executive chef referring you to do weddings, or these other, a Food Network personality, like I'm like, I am winning at life right now.
Right,
so,
for sure.
Yeah.
So,
he can't do it, so I'm gonna let Jen do it.
Yeah, let Jen.
And they never say no. Like, he's
I will do it. I will not sleep for 72 hours. I will do it.
I'm going to do it.
No, I'm not available. Yes, I am.
Yeah, I know exactly. No, I am going to.
Now I'm assuming you went to Penn State for teaching.
Yeah.
So you're self-taught cook, is that?
I'm a self-taught cook. I did
Self-taught.
I did not go to culinary.
Okay, nice.
Were you cooking at Penn State?
When I was there, I was a bar. I worked in a bar as a bartender.
But you weren't actually. This wasn't a dream or anything. This wasn't your
at the time. No. Really, honestly, it really came after I could no longer go out and party, and I would have game days at my house.
Just to have people.
People had to come over. I was like, I'm going to do game day food at my house, kids.
Help out.
That's how. Yeah, let's go, guys.
I couldn't go out and party no more.
No.
Y'all gotta come here.
No,
Right. I'm just going to cook.
When my kids here, they're like, oh my God, this is a true story.
Now, game day parties are normally football, but you said you ran track at Penn State. Are football, track, are they your favorite sports? What's your favorite sport?
Football's my favorite sport.
Football.
Yeah. I mean, I love to watch track and field.
Yeah,
You know what I
of
mean?
course.
But
If you ran, you all.
Yeah, and you like to watch it, but it's not. It obviously doesn't have the same energy. People, unless you know track, you know track.
Yeah.
If you don't know track, you're like,
What am I doing?
who are we talking about right now?
Right.
You might know.
I think I know track, and every 3 years, it's like, this a new person?
Right, and I'm like, I have no idea.
I have
so
no
unless
idea.
you have to really be apprised of it.
Absolutely.
But
Absolutely.
it's
What did you
all-
run?
I was 400, 800, 400 hurdles.
Okay.
Just the death
All
run.
right, so what were your splits? No, I'm just joking.
I don't even know what's good enough.
Okay. But ironically, after college, I was really more of a distance person. So I moved into the 5 mile, 10, that stuff. I done some half marathons. So really, I should have gone up to more of a distance event. But, I mean, I don't run anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Did you run for fun?
I mean, it's with the business, things change. You know what I mean? It's you have a regiment, and I want to go back to consistently running. As long as I'm working out and trying to stay physically, kind of physically fit, I'm okay.
Yes,
but
yes.
no, not like I used to.
800 hurdles is crazy though.
800 hurdles.
400.
Is not even
400.
That's not.
I was going to say, ain't nobody doing
Steeplechase.
I was going to say, they can't do that.
But 400 hurdles is something else
the
too.
400 hurdles is
Because
stupid.
lifting your legs up and trying to run
It's a horrible race.
That doesn't sound fun at all.
Yeah, steeplechase is horrible too, because that's when they fall in the water or something.
Yeah. That's
Who's doing that?
Nobody should.
That's way too much.
Would you like to bring my friend Danielle on?
Yeah, go ahead.
Sure.
Go get her.
Yeah, 'cause
Danielle.
This is how we met Danielle in Pittsburgh. We can talk about how we met at the beer festival.
Okay.
Is there more Mexican
wait,
lager? I'll
wait.
drink Mexican lager.
You met Danielle at the beer fest?
No, she was with.
Oh, she was with y'all.
Yeah,
Okay.
She's actually wearing the branding. I'm
That's
not even
right.
wearing my own
Yeah.
branding.
Dang.
Shame
She told
on
me
you.
to wear the branding.
Wow, that's good. No, that's good. You can sit right here. Right there.
Absolutely.
Well, Jen, I'm reading the lips.
See?
It doesn't say nothing on it, though.
See that?
Oh, it's
That's
under
the original, right?
That's the original lips.
Okay.
Right.
See the kiss of deliciousness.
Yes.
Right. That's the original lips.
See,
But
that's
you
a
get the
spicy.
spicy lips. See?
Yes, that's what I. Yeah,
Spicy
that's,
lips
okay.
right there.
Danielle came
You can
prepared.
throw them on. Yep.
I did. I came prepared because that's what friends do.
That's what friends are for.
There we go.
Who would she be? Dion or who was the other one?
That was that.
Dion Warp, the only person that sang That's What Friends Do?
I know what though. That
Gladys Knight.
song, your singing was horrible.
My
It's
singing?
only them two?
Yeah,
My singing was horrible?
yeah, that was pretty
I'm
bad.
not going to be either. I'm going to be
I
with
think
you.
okay.
So are you Gladys?
Whitney.
You Gladys. You Gladys. Like, I'm glad she Dion. You're Dion today.
Okay.
Well, Dion was wasn't her, it was her song, wasn't it?
Yeah, wasn't it?
Jen said she wanted to be Gladys.
Gladys,
Okay.
Gladys.
Okay.
I like that song.
All right.
Okay.
So we have with us as well.
Danielle Brown.
Danielle Brown, get closer to the mic. Danielle Brown.
Yes, Brown.
You don't put your whole government on.
It's habit. It's habit.
You better not be in
Danielle
no
Brown.
crazy shit, Simon.
Relative.
Oh, Lord. All righty.
So, Miss Danielle Brown, what do you do for Sweet Mama?
I support her, so I do whatever she needs me to do. So I'll help her set up. I'll help her prep. I'll carry stuff. I'll promote things. I do whatever she needs me to do. Honestly.
And what does she do to make you do these things?
What does she do to make you do these things?
Yeah, like is she your friend?
Does she hit
you?
Does she hit you? Is this an abuse thing?
There's no.
No, this is Jen's passion, and so I actually met Jen 12 years ago.
Yes.
About 12 years ago, when I began working in New York City School District, I was the principal at the time, and she was one of the teachers. And her passion just came through. And when you see people with passion, your job is to support them, especially another black woman.
Amen.
That's my job.
Amen.
That's true. I got you.
Are you still a principal?
I'm a director of schools.
Just moving on up, Georgia Wheezy. I see
Here,
you.
you see that?
George and Weezy.
Yeah, moving on up.
How about helping her come up with some flavors? You ever gave her some input?
Or are you the
Often at times, because I like to cook. I would never say that I'm comparable to Jen, but I grew up in a house that cooks, and so that's part of the reason also. She helped me. She asked me to help her one time, and she saw that I could move around the kitchen. I come from a large family, and so we cook in my family. And so at times I'll taste something, and I'll say, "Oh, this is what I taste. This is what I don't taste." But it definitely is her passion. Yeah. So most times I'm like affirming the work.
Okay. Yeah, taste and affirm. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I need to do. How did I get that job?
I was about to say, Jen, do you need more taste and affirmers?
That's taste and
love
affirm.
that.
No, that's it right there.
Is this a 2-hour commute for the taste and affirm?
How many you want, guys? How many you want?
It's a t-shirt.
I like that. Taste and affirm. You should get you.
That's wonderful. 11%.
I like that. I like that. That's
So,
really
what is your
good.
favorite flavor of the Mambo sauce?
The Maryland.
The Maryland with the Old Bay?
Are you from Maryland?
No.
Or are you just a seafood lady? Or
I'm a seafood lady.
Yeah.
I love crabs. I love shrimp.
So what do you
put
put
on
that
it?
on?
Yeah,
Yeah.
what do you put the Old Bay Mambo. What's it called? I'm sorry. What's the Mambo seafood? What we're talking about?
Maryland Bohemian Bay style.
Oh, yeah. Say that again.
Bohemian based
Maryland Bohemian Bay
So
style.
my favorite is on crab cakes, but I also add it to my shrimp and grits. I'll add it to chicken. I'll add it to baked macaroni and cheese. I mean, you could put that on anything.
Put that shit on there.
That old lady thought she had it.
Sweet mama.
That old lady thought she had it. It's crazy.
Well, that's a good question that people, because I guess that people always ask, like, what do they put this stuff on? It's like on the website. Do you have recommendations on what they should use?
That's awesome.
That's because I was like, oh, what do you put on that on? Like hot sauce, I just put everything.
I put it on my pizza.
Like it's
The original, I put some on my pizza.
is the sauce business like a hard thing to get into though? Like, how does that even work?
It is a
You gotta
lot of
find
grind.
a distributor like beer.
No, I mean we still bottle. We bottle it ourselves. So yeah, like to do a co-packer, because we have 8 flavors, a co-packer would require like 30,000 bottles per flavor.
Oh.
That's a lot. Okay. That's a lot. Just a lot. Just even to store.
You said 8. You got 8 flavors.
Yeah.
Times 30,000.
Yeah.
Shit.
So it's a lot. I mean, I don't want to say because I didn't luck up. Like we were, again, in kiosk. The kiosk life is hard. So to be in a kiosk in the mall is I can't even tell you what that's like. Like to be there for a 12-hour day, like Black Friday. My kids, I mean, thank God they talk to me now, but like they were really talk. Ask my kids. I mean, so we did a lot of kiosks, we did a lot of beer festivals, we did a lot of events, and then I did a lot of just pitching myself to grocery stores and things like that. And then finally, I went to like a female minority business fair, and I met the people with Giant. And like a year later, I saw the woman that I met with at a mall kiosk, and she was like, "Oh my God, I love your sauce so much." I'm like, "Well, here we are." And then she basically put me in contact with the people from Giant, and then they selected some flavors. But then, we were responsible to deliver the flavors, and there's a lot that goes into it.
And if it wasn't that chance meeting at the conference, do you even think that you would have sauces at Giant right now?
No.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. I think
in any grocery stores at all.
I don't think so. It was a lot. I mean, again, like you had to keep like circulating these different types of events and like putting yourself like in spaces.
You never know who's going to see.
Right.
Yeah, like you said, a year later,
right?
It came through.
And Penn State each year hosts a thing for like minority vendors, and people come through there. But a lot of times it's like more lip service. They're really not.
Yeah.
Really intending to pick people up. So I don't say it was lucky because it wasn't lucky. Like I kept going to these things. And it was just because she happened to see me and was like, "Oh, we like the sauce." So it was.
Planted the seed.
Yeah, the stars aligned that day.
Right. Yeah. Definitely.
Ms. Brown, did you go to Penn State too? No.
I did not.
Yeah, that looked like a beef right there.
No. There's no beef.
No beef.
I was about to say you went to Pitt.
No. Local university.
Okay.
A teacher's college. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, a teacher's college. Okay.
My mama and my daddy are teachers. Congratulations to you both.
Yes.
So what's the goal for the sauce? Is it like to get it everywhere, or is it just like because some people don't want to be that big?
And to piggyback off that, is the sauce the thing, or is the catering the thing? What's the thing?
The catering really is a thing. Like the sauce really gives notoriety. Like so when we're places and people are like, oh, the sauce, whatever, then then we put parlays into, oh, she caters as well. And like we have it's technically a brick and mortar. When you say market's a brick and mortar, technically a brick and mortar. So it's a Tuesday, Thursday market. So we're open. We sell food there.
Okay.
But the catering is absolutely like the arm of the brand. Like that's how I survive.
Okay.
So the sauce is really a marketing tool, to be honest. Like if I really had to say what it really is, like I mean, yes, it can make money, but at the end of the day, like the catering is really how I make money.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's interesting though, because the catering is the word of mouth part.
Right.
It spreads like wildfire.
But these bottles cost a certain amount of money, and the overhead to make them takes that amount of money down. And the catering, all you gotta do is buy the food. You can buy the food.
Right, but once I eat that plate, it's gone. But this I can take with me to California. I'm like,
that's true.
Or you can just order it from California.
Yeah, true. What I'm saying, that's so the sauce can be.
If you pay Miss Sweet Mama enough, she could fly and cater.
Well, I'm just saying the sauce.
Fly me out, I'll cater. Yeah.
She also told you she strategically cooks with the sauce when she caters.
Right.
Yeah.
As she should.
I would have tried to throw some of this Mambo sauce in that butter chicken last night.
Yeah. You know that. What you taste in there is that Mambo sauce.
Never had no butter chicken this sweet. No, that's that Sweet Mama right there. That definitely would. Is it called Sweet Mama Catering?
Yeah.
Is it Sweet Mama Catering as well?
Again, there's
no name. Black card.
What is that? Yeah, that is
Black card and a number.
Word of mouth. I went to Penn State. I ran track. I like sports. You'll find me.
Yeah, exactly. You'll find me. No, I do. Like I cater for the Penn State football team, so there is like I do. That happens. Like that's connection. But no, people do find me. Like I catered something for. Again, a trickle down. So a friend of Danielle's who worked in the school district, and then her aunt called me to do an event, like in a panic. So I was like, yeah, I'll do it. Like, but I didn't have anything, so I did it. And then this other woman just called me this week, like, oh my God, I've been trying to find you. I've been searching for you. I'm like, well, I'm right here. And so my girl Lucille and I are going to be on Tuesday to talk about, so people,
Okay, it's a marketing strategy. Yeah.
And then at the same time, like, if people are you doing word of mouth, you don't have this bombardment of different people that's stressing you out. Like I got 3 events on Thursday now.
Oh, no, we'll do multiple events in a day. No, come on now. We do not say no. Like, I mean, I had to be like, I don't even know what to say no, but like, no, we've had days where we've had 3 events and like maybe 2 big events and a small event. So if I can recruit enough people to help, like I'm gonna get it done. Like, I'm gonna get paid, and it's just. But it is a matter of also. It's not. About, it's about the money, but it's also about like the consistency of it and people knowing that you're gonna show up and you're gonna show up in a way that they feel good about the event. You prepared the food the way they want it. The presentation is nice. Like this is not the greatest presentation, but we pride ourselves very much on like the spread and the layout and being on time and the staff being nice and. All those things, which is not. Let me repeat.
Wait, so you ain't give us the VIP treatment?
You ain't do us right? You ain't give us.
No, I was
honest about it.
You just
said that right to our face.
You just didn't get the nice chafing dishes. Like you got disposable chafing dishes. I'm sorry about that.
No apologies neither. That's fine.
But did you answer what is the catering cost, or it doesn't have a name? It's just catering.
No, I mean it's Sweet Mama. It's like
Sweet
people.
Mama?
I mean,
Okay.
most people say the game. People call me Cooking with the Pros. So a lot of times, because the cooking show, they'll be like Cooking with the Pros because that's the actual LLC.
Okay.
That's what they'll call me. And I'm like,
You gotta go on the scavenger hunt to find the catering.
That's what I'm saying.
She went to Penn State. She's a black lady. She liked football.
Come on,
She
find
lives in
her.
PA. Find somewhere. You got it. You can narrow that down. But I don't know if this is a good segue or not. But who are the people on your team? So if you had a 3-day, 3 events in one day, you can't be at all 3 of those events. So how many people are on your team, or you just pick them as you need them? Or do you have like Danielle's always around? I can always call on Danielle. These other lady and gentlemen behind us. How's that work?
So Danielle has her own consulting business. Like she has her own full-time thing. So like on the weekends, I'll say, can you, I will,
But Danielle, you say no sometimes. Sometimes
Well,
you
I
got
have to because of other
You got your own shit
obligations.
going on.
Yeah. But if she really needs me, because Jen cares about her brand and how people show up, so that's always important.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a big. I mean, it's, this is something like this. Like, this is one of my best friends. Like, so if there's a conversation about what needs to take place as far as even staffing and things, and who every person can't be at every event.
Yeah,
I've learned that.
Yeah.
Right, you had to know who. And I have a lot of great staff people, and I have a ton of people who support me. I want to be very clear when I say that. Some people are great in the kitchen, right, and they know what they're doing in the kitchen. Mm-hmm. Some people are great within, engaging the public, like Adrian, who I'm going to bring up, who's one of my bartenders. Like, man, he kills the game every time because his energy is infectious. Absolutely. So you have to know who you're bringing to the table, who's having conversations with certain people. Like, you got to know who the client is and who you're taking to that client. I'm saying that very mindfully. So,
I agree with that.
But I do, like, I have, as a retired teacher, I have a ton of other retired teachers that help me. I have my daughters, my younger daughter, when they're home from college, her and her group of friends will help me.
Nice.
So I do have a nice arsenal of people, but I'm very intentional about who I call for different events because people's personalities and who the client is and who they're interacting with.
Yeah.
She know who to call for the turn up. It's a turn up, son. You know who it is. But if it's a bougie joint,
not that guy. I'm not calling Yoda for the hoity-toity.
Yeah, don't call me. I was like, hey, motherfuckers.
No, I know. No, really.
You're doing too much.
Yes. No, really. No, these are real conversations. I'd be like,
Nope, not Yoda.
Leave it in the
But I feel like if I find out that if it's a group of retired teachers catering my joint, I'm lit. I'm like, yo, they're retired teachers. This is crazy.
They already did their time. Let's come to the party.
and we are the live ones, though.
Yes, I will say that.
So I think that's a good business.
business model.
Good business model. Yeah, retired teachers.
Maybe that's the name of the catering company.
Retired teachers.
Retired teachers.
Yeah,
Retired teachers are lit.
Yeah, be like, we retired, not tired. Right.
11%. Who else you got, Danielle? Who else you got?
Oh my gosh, it's long. It's a litany of people I have.
Well, bring up them over there.
Well, I'll bring Adrian.
Yeah, Adrian.
Adrian!
Hey, come on.
Oh, we just call him A?
A, yes. Well, Adrian.
Because he didn't respond when I said Adrian at all.
Yeah, he did.
A is a part of the team. And A has started some prep work with me as well.
Yeah, A, go over there, A.
Oh,
Hey, y'all want to swap out?
Yeah,
Hey, I'm sorry. I gave him your...
Danielle, right?
Yep.
We're done with you.
Yeah, thank you for your time. thank you for your time.
I'll cut that out.
He's going to edit that part.
Yeah, it's going to be a no for me.
Again, thank you for your time, Dave. You should be, Adrian. You should be.
Okay.
Talking to the mic, sir.
You going to cut me out? Don't cut me out.
Can you hear us, Adrian?
I can.
All right. Your name is Adrian?
Yes.
Oh, you want
they
to
just
introduce
call him
yourself? Would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Adrian Kent, and I am from York. And I started working with Jen about maybe a year ago.
Okay.
And I started
I feel like
bartending
too.
for her. And then now I just fill in wherever she needs me, and it's great. I love it.
Personal question. York. You're from York?
I am.
You're from here?
I am from York. Born and raised. Yeah.
Wait, is there a family of you? Like, nah, I'm just like, yo, you're like it's nobody out here.
No follow up. That was it. From here?
Are there more of you?
Wow.
No, just play.
It's so many cars, but I didn't see any people.
That is true.
I gotta go downtown. I gotta go downtown.
There's a downtown York? This is just killing me right now. Because I feel like we is in a good tree.
No. We're in the outer part. You gotta go downtown.
Okay.
To answer that question.
Okay. So what exactly do you do for Sweet Mama?
Actually, I'm a bartender.
Bartender?
Yeah, I bartend for her for special events.
You were brought in this week for what? You also help with prep.
Oh, yes, I also help with prep cooking.
Okay.
This week, for 3 days this week. Yeah.
Oh wait, is that
A promotion?
a promotion? Like
Well,
a step up?
He was needed. His services were needed. He also likes to cook, and his services were needed.
Okay.
So
And now you can't ever take him off that list.
he know he's not coming off the list.
Right. Yeah.
No, listen. There is. He and I did a back in May. So it's another long story. But so my soror, her son was in Jack and Jill down in the oh my gosh, like Upper Marlboro area. So I did an event for the Jack and Jill Club. So this woman hired me then to do her daughter's graduation party. She's headed off to Spelman. So they were doing the graduation party at the National Harbor. Okay. So so the suite. So she wanted us to come down. They did whatever in the suite. They wanted the bartender. So I was like, hey, you're coming with me. It was the worst drive ever. It was like it was a torrential downpour.
Yes, it was.
So myself and then my younger daughter was home from school at that point. And so we drove down. And long story short, the party was great, blah, blah, blah. So she contacts me, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, and was like, they want to have a party for her father in Chappaquiddick in New York, which is like 5 hours from here. I want to be clear on that drive. I want to be completely clear. I was like, where? Like, I know her name, but I'm like, how far are we driving? Okay.
Sound like us coming to York. I was like, wait, how far are we going? Like, wait a minute, what the hell?
Okay. 2 to 5. Let's be clear on the difference.
It felt like 5. What the hell?
That's fine. Fair enough. Right. So, her name is Lori. So in the conversation, Lori's like, "And can you bring back that bartender?" And I was like, "Yes, I can bring back the bartender." So often when I've done events, people like, even though they'll love the foods, I will not like whatever my food, but people like they love him. Like his personality is really infectious with the crowd. He engages beautifully with the crowd. So It's not just about. Yes, obviously my food and the presentation is important, but again, back to the point of like when you take people to an event and who you take and being mindful, like you want to make sure that the people you're taking are reflecting the brand the way you want to be reflected.
Right.
So if you want them to reflect you the way you know what I'm saying? Because if he's out here being who got knows what, then I'm like, oh my God, Adrian can't go with me again. But he always comes and shows up and he's amazing. So that's why I love him. I love him for many reasons.
Adrian, what's your secret? What is it?
What is it?
What do you do behind the bar?
I engage a lot, and it's just my personality. It's who I am. I love people. I love talking with people, and I'm just a people person.
Yeah.
So
how long you been bartending?
Probably about 8-9 years now.
Okay. All right, so you're a professional. I thought maybe she just was like Mix some drinks, bro.
Yeah, Adrian, my cousin, get behind the bar. Yeah. He like liquor.
You'll figure it out.
Adrian told me about that liquor I never heard of. He a good bartender. Yeah, I got him.
He made me a good drink the other night.
I only had one drink. I was stumbling all over the place. I like that guy.
He did take.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, you went to bartending school?
Okay.
You did? Okay. Okay.
Wait, so do you actually work as a bartender somewhere else?
No, actually, I worked for caterers when I first got out of school.
Is that why you took the bartending class to do catering or to be a bartender?
Just to be a bartender.
Okay.
But I never wanted to work in a restaurant or, an establishment. When I got out of bartending school, they helped you get placement.
Okay.
So I got placed at a catering company.
Okay.
And so bulk of their business was weddings. So that's where I, gravitated to weddings, special events. So I never really had the desire to work in a restaurant or establishment.
Makes sense.
Because I started out that way, and that's like my favorite thing to do.
Yeah. Is this
weddings.
a part-time for you or?
Well, yeah, I'm retired actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I retired from the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania.
Retired. There goes the thing again.
Retired. Yeah, retired. But you retired from doing what?
Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. I work for the state.
Oh, you work for the
Okay.
state. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, you're black no crack, brother. You
know,
got gray in your beard, but I was like, he
Right.
didn't retire from nothing.
You done retired.
He got a full-time job somewhere. And like,
Nah, I'm 63. I'm 63.
Oh, damn, bro.
Me.
Nice.
Shit.
Right, look at him.
I got to stop drinking. It's like, nah, I'm just waiting.
On the bartender class or some shit.
So I'm a hairstylist as well.
You was
Okay.
a former head? Okay.
Yeah.
What gave you what prompted you in your 50s to go to bartending school?
Well, it was. I was doing hair for like over 30-some years, and I just wanted another outlet
To be social.
I always,
Yep.
yeah. Well, I always was. Always did part-time work.
Okay.
Even when I worked, and I did hair for so long. I just wanted something different. I had some friends that were bartenders, and I used to admire the way that they would interact with the audience. The crowd, and it was just something that I said, well, I can do that.
Yeah.
And then that's what made me go to school.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
I ain't mad at that.
I always feel like people get bartender licenses just to be nosy. Because, people going to like sit there at a bar or something and just tell you all their deepest secret.
When I worked at the bar, I was like, tell me more about that.
Yeah, see? It was Jin. Jin's nosy ass was sitting there listening to everything.
Listen, I was at it was crazy because there was a lot of this is gonna sound horrible, but there was like a lot of men that would bring their side,
Oh, the side
right.
joint.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
Side joint.
On a certain time, and then there would be the occasional time when they would actually come in. And I was like,
you like, wait a second.
And you got to play the game.
I had to play the game. I was like, this is going against my moral fiber, right?
Yes.
Tip depends on this jacket.
You better not say I've been here before.
What can I get you? You don't want the Manhattan?
No. What do you mean? I don't even know. We're in New York.
She be like, the main chick be like, baby, why does she offer you this? You don't even know.
You drink old Francis. I don't even like that liquor.
That was a couple years of my life. I was like, oh my God, I can listen to this. I was young. I was like,
That is crazy. Both of you guys, since y'all both were bartenders, what's your favorite drink to mix? If somebody somebody says I like tequila, but I don't know what kind of mixed drink I want, what would you make me?
Oh, I will make them. I'll see if they were like a margarita. I would probably offer a margarita first.
Okay. Yeah. What about vodka? I'm just gonna go down the line.
Vodka. Usually, most people drink vodka and cranberry.
No. So you're not understanding my question.
Okay.
I don't have a preference. I just like
You
vodka.
just want to know.
Make me a cocktail.
Okay.
With vodka in it.
Right.
What would you make? Anything you want. What would you make?
Well, first I would ask them would they like something sweet.
Yes.
Fruity,
I will. I got a
or-
Negro palate. I like sweet shit.
Okay, so then I would probably make you something like a cosmopolitan, which would be cranberry, vodka, triple sec, and then you would put in, whatever fruit, cherries.
Yeah.
Do you guys recommend that we eat the fruit?
I do.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Eat the garnish?
Yeah.
I never knew.
Not everybody. I mean, everybody doesn't
like if you're in a martini, you're going to eat the olives.
Right.
I mean,
Sometimes.
I don't think so.
I like the blue cheese stuff ones, not the regular.
What?
Like the blue cheese stuffed olives.
Yeah, the ones you like?
Oh, no.
I don't like olives.
I like olives regardless. I don't like.
No, I mean, I'm
But
just
not
saying,
in a
if it's
drink.
yeah.
Not in a drink.
Yeah.
If you're a martini drinker though,
Right.
that's what
Yeah, that's part of it,
right? That's part of the cachet.
It's not my, exactly. It's not my jam. But I'm saying, like,
Right.
I like when people say not my jam.
it's not my jam. At all.
But that's my sauce.
Right. Not my jam, but that's my sauce.
In case you wondered.
Yeah, that's good. That's not my jam, but that's my sauce. I like that. And I like the fact that you got people that helps you out with your catering too. That's available too, because some people don't have that. And because this one girl I know, she was struggling to find people to help her, and I'm like, I can't help you, but I'll see if I can find you.
No, I say all the time, I'm blessed. Like, I really am blessed. Like, and it's I'm saying, like, retired teachers, but then we have Adrian, and then our other friend Joy. Like, so it's like a tree. Like, you have these tree of people. So, like, I have, like, his tree, our friend Joyce, Paula,
Right.
Kaya.
Yeah.
I have, like, these different trees. So, like, he used to go, so where he did hair, my hairstylist was there. So that's, and then Paula, who I had her kids in school. Like, so I have all these different, like, I have students, I have former students that work for me.
Absolutely.
Like, so I literally, like, so I feel like, in general, I feel like I've treated people well. So I think because I've treated people well, in turn, people are willing to work for me.
Right.
Would you say yes?
Yes, because I tell
Would you like to chime in now?
You know what?
Right, here's your turn.
Here's your turn.
You heard what I said, right?
Go ahead.
Forget that shit. Say what I said now. Repeat after me.
Seriously though, I worked for several caterers, and Jen, I'm not blowing smoke. She is effortless. Like, she is so easy to work for. It's a lot of fun. She's, like I said, she's easy. She's fair. She's not she doesn't micromanage. Yeah, I love working for her.
That's
like
what's
I told her before several times. I was like, I'll follow you anywhere. I'll go with you to the end of the earth.
To shop a couple in New York.
Yeah, because she told me that, I was like, oh, wow. You going way there? She was like, yeah, it was the lady that we went down to National Harbor. I was like, oh, yeah, they were very nice, too, by the way.
Yeah.
Very nice people.
Yeah.
No.
And we like to repeat clients.
Yeah,
like to repeat clients.
Absolutely.
That's key, right?
Yeah. I think they're repeaters. Right?
Yeah, so that was my other question, because I did ask you, like, what was your goal for the sauces? What's the goal for the catering business? Like, how big are you looking for this to go into, or do you just like where it's at now?
No, the catering is what we want to expand. Like, that's the big goal. Like, to just broaden, like, and again, people, because for a long time, people just thought I was tailgate food, and that, it's kind of my own, not my own fault, but like, when you're doing all these different things,
right.
it's hard to for people to be clear on what you actually do. So now that we've done some larger events, and like for some, like, obviously Penn State football, or, Governor Shapiro. So when you have done things for certain people, it opens doors, right? So it's just a matter of showing up and proving what we can do from not just the food standpoint, but the presentation standpoint, the staff standpoint. But no, I really wanted to expand more at corporate catering. When you look at people doing like investment bankers when they host their events.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Those are so the people that really are going to
that don't care about money. That
don't care about money.
$5,000 off their pocket.
And they'll be dropping 10, things like that. So it's not really anything to them, because it's really about presenting for their client.
Yep.
But in the same hand, like tomorrow morning, I have a 8:15 delivery for 13 people. So I'm cool with, like, I'll still do it.
As long as it feels right.
As long as it feels right, you contact me. Well, it really wasn't the right amount of time, but it's a bank. It's my bank. I mean, I was like, I will do it because you're my bank. You know what I mean? I do for 7 days notice. But because it's you guys, I will. But I mean, things like that, because you can't get to a point where you're not willing to accept smaller jobs, you know what I mean? Like, who am I to be like, I'm not going to cater your luncheon? Like, I feel like just because I cater for this person over here, I think that's ridiculous. I think if you can do it, if you have staff to do it, I think then, I mean, this is why I'm that's why I'm here.
Right.
Like, my goal was to take care of people, so it can't just be for these people. It has to, it has to be for everybody that wants the services or wants.
Right, because then the other thing is too, like, I asked you to do, even if it was just us, and I asked you to do like 10 for 10 people. You don't know who I know. I might know somebody that owns
Michael Jordan could find them 10.
Right. A Fortune 500 company that
me, and I
needs.
know Michael Jordan. I ain't recommending.
Right.
Ain't no recommendation. Come on, you said no to me.
There's that, and the other thing that we learned, it's something we won't get into the depths of it, but the conversation of like when people send emails, and if you don't respond to people, that leaves a bad taste. I mean, I do not do that. I don't care if I get up early in the morning, I will respond. Like when you don't respond to people who are inquiring, even if it's just like, hey, let me get back to you, whatever. If you don't respond to people, it really, I feel like, sets a bad precedent for you as a business person, right? And
we booking events and shows for us. I don't. If you don't respond to me on an email or a text message, block. Like I don't fucking care.
Yeah, and I ain't trying to hunt you down.
Not at all.
Yeah. So I mean that's the same thing you get when you go into an establishment though. Like if the service ain't good, like if your waiter or waitress ain't coming to check on you when they should be, you be like, all right,
this food better be shit.
Right. Yeah. The hell with these people.
Yeah. Look, I'll put my little white girl Karen hat on and write an email real quick.
Shit, I walked in the store yesterday at the mall and nobody even said you need help or anything. I was like, all right, I don't need nothing from here then. Please.
I was at the grocery store and the lady wouldn't give me a bag.
Yeah, see.
Wow.
I got right on my receipt and it was like in the car. Like, fuck that bitch. Yeah. Fuck her.
All right.
Did we not talk about this?
It means a lot.
I guess it does mean a lot.
Your day can't come to your workplace. Like whatever you did at home can't come.
Right.
Unless
true.
it was even if it was a great day, you still gotta be even keel. You can't be overly excited if we had a funeral. Like, what you doing?
I'm just another happy day for me.
Like no, mourn a little bit. Let me see it in your eyes.
I mean, you have to be like if you know this is your job, and or have a conversation with, but like let's say he's coming in for the day, like at the stand, like hypothetically, if he was running my stand that day, if he said whatever, if he explains to me something's going on, then that's different. Then I can be like, okay, he's not going to be on his his A game, like he's not whatever. But every single person walks by the stand, I'm gonna be like, hey, would you like a sample? Like. It's like we have to sell ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. You have to. Everyone. We all have baggage, right? We all have it. Something could be on any given day. It could be. You never know, right? But
that's true.
Yeah, we have extensive conversations about customer service, exceptional customer service. That's our goal is to have exceptional customer service, and people remember. They always know that this is what they're going to get.
Right. Sometimes people remember that more than they remember the food.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right. Exactly.
I feel like you got the job in New York because she was like, I want the bartender from the harbor. You know, like if he ain't coming, you could scratch it. No offense to your food. The food is good, but I feel like they were.
No, I did say to her, I said, well, I'm going to bring him. I said, but I don't know. I said, I'm not sure if he's available.
Right. She was like,
I mean, she did like the food guys, but no.
She's like, we don't want no liquor. He ain't coming. We'll figure it out. We'll BYOB.
No, but they were like, she was vehement. Like she was like, I said, well, I'll
good
find
job,
out if
Adrian.
he can come with me. We'll travel together nicely.
That's dope, though.
Now, when you travel, do you put a little extra something in the invoice?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does Adrian get a little extra something in the invoice if you got travel too?
No, I always get something. Just working with her.
Yeah, that's it.
So well, we have so many bridges we have to cross with that. So we have like this is the role, and the role's going to change when we go to New York. So the role normally is like if it's a drive there and drive home distance, like I don't charge them like the overnight. Like they're charged my travel fee.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Yes.
So when we decided to go to DC, at the time I thought, because my younger daughter was home and I thought her and her friend were going to stay, I was like, we'll stay. We'll hang out at the National Harbor. Meanwhile, it was horrible. That weather was horrible. But so in that situation, I was okay with like paying because I thought that Brooke and her friend were coming.
Right.
Gotcha.
Okay.
And so whatever. So no. Once you get past the we can't go home that night thing,
Right.
you're gonna pay for the travel.
Right. Yeah.
And this little hotel room right here.
Yeah. I got you.
They don't be driving home these 5 hours after.
No, after
makes
11
sense.
o'clock, you crazy. I'm not getting on that food.
So there are stipulations.
Gotcha.
So let me ask you this before we wrap up, because it looks like Rob already wrapped.
Yeah.
Like if somebody wanted to get into the catering business, what advice would you give to them?
Or any of your multiple
Right.
food businesses that you have, because you did the blog, you did the TV show, you got a book now, you got what the hell? You got the catering, you got the Mambo sauce.
No, I know. I've done.
Yeah, but he asked for catering, so answer the catering part.
Catering. First of all, anything number one, you had to be very passionate about it, right? And if you, look, I've done a lot of stuff, right? But catering, the hours, and A will tell you the hours, and you have to be and you had to be willing to put those hours in. Like you had to, your body. Like yesterday, it was a long day. Like your body, and you have to be prepared to have those long days. You have to be prepared to be again consistent. And if you're not the person that's going to be consistent, I hate to use a story, but this is a true story. Like in high school, my older daughter, who's friends with the people that own this venue, I was catering the Penn State Michigan game, and it was her homecoming. And again, I'm a single mom, and I did not go to the homecoming. My friends, her godmother, and another friend were the people that presented, showed up for her. Right. So I'm not saying sacrifice, people like don't sacrifice family things, but that was in the beginning of my career.
Yeah.
In that moment,
certain things you gotta.
Sometimes you have to, and I'm not saying it was the best decision, but it was a decision I had to make for myself.
Yeah.
So there are gonna be things that you have to, and again, like I said, I was, party. So like,
the party.
I gotta work. I want to go to my daughter's party.
So, but like the more, my girlfriends and I were always like every, two weekends a month we would get together, whatever.
That's what happened.
Kids, my college friends, we meet in Philly or New York.
Not doing that.
If you want to build a brand, that has to get shut down.
If it's a catering brand, you're working every weekend.
Yes, that's our goal.
Exactly.
That's
you don't want to take no Saturdays and Sundays.
Like, don't you want to take time off? I'm like, no, I don't.
No, I'll take off on Wednesday.
I'm retired to do this, people. Attention, I'm retired.
I'm retired to work. I'm retired to go back to work.
I'm retired to work more than I was working before I retired.
but give me an example for as far as yesterday, the wedding. You said y'all ended at 11.
Yeah.
But not even prep for the days before, but from that Saturday. Like, just run me through a day. Like for that wedding, it ended at 11. When time did y'all get to the venue? What time was the food at the venue?
Well, so we obviously done prep because we had 2 events on Thursday, so we had prepped through the week. So we started prep. I really started
on
Wednesday,
yeah.
right? And prep and then so on yesterday. So I got there at 6.
In the morning?
Yeah,
yes.
I got there at 6.
All right.
There's times I get there at 2 a.m.
Keep
You know
going.
what I mean?
Keep
I got there at 6, and then Ava, another young woman. Ava arrived at 8 to help me prep, and then Sandy, the woman that works my stand, she arrived at 9 to do this. So I was prepping for the wedding, but I was also prepping food for my stand at the same time. Melissa came at 9 to work with prep. A did my Sam's pickup at 10. He brought the Sam's pickup back to me. He picked up the other stuff, like I said, the drink, whatever.
Oh yeah,
the bar stuff.
Bar stuff, and then I had to get ice on the way there. It was like 30 minutes.
About 45 minutes from where we were, and then Kaya came to pick up some of the food items around 11:30. Then we left to go to the venue. We got to the venue for 1. Adrian and Michelle set up the bar. Myself, Kaya, and Melissa. We started prepping the appetizers and the hors d'oeuvres, and they did this. The ceremony was at 4:30. Then they had cocktail hour at 5.
Right.
And then they had dinner.
But they had rushed. Remember, they rushed the bar before the cocktail.
Yeah, there was a big rush. They were.
So we were like, you can't drink anything. We're very accommodating. So
It
is what it is.
Their stuff.
They were fired up.
Here go the bar. Here go the money.
Yeah, they were a fun crowd.
Yeah, they were a lot of fun.
They were a fun crowd.
So for the day, it was 6 to 11.
Yeah.
6 in the morning to 11
Yes,
at night.
yes. It's even earlier. I got up at 4:30.
And you did the prep on Wednesday.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Wednesday,
that's
Thursday,
what I'm saying.
Friday, right?
I thought you said you retired.
She said she retired to do more work to work for. Right? That's all she doing.
She retired to follow her passion.
Yeah.
She used to work 120 hours a week.
Yeah, exactly. I enjoyed teaching. I did, and I was Danielle was my principal, and actually Keith over there was my principal before Danielle.
Okay.
But no, I did enjoy it. But and I did like I said, I did cooking shows. I did cooking camps with kids. I wrote a curriculum for that, all that stuff. So I was able to do both things. But to really fully pursue my passion of an actual cooking show and the catering, I had to, we have one life to live.
Right.
Real talk. So if you don't pursue it and try and pursue it with all you have, then I'm selling myself short.
Yeah.
And my kids or whoever else. That's, at least for me, I'm selling myself short.
Right.
My kids can do their own, they're whatever they're doing. But for me, I was going to sell myself short.
Right, I got you.
So that was what I had to do for myself.
I like you saying that. Kids, they're grown. They can do it. I raised them. Whatever mistakes they make, that's their mistakes. Whatever joys they have. But my joy, this is what I want to do. Yeah. So if it take 120 a week, That's what it takes. If it takes 30 hours a week, that's what it takes. Like whatever it is, that's the passion. Yeah.
But sometimes you even have to talk to your own kids about that. Like they're like, "You're tired, mommy." I'm like, "Okay, but you know what? I was tired when I was teaching. Which tired do you want?" Because I was a menace sometimes as a teacher. I would come up, "You want teacher, mommy, or mommy, mommy?" Who do you want? You know what I mean? I would come home. I wasn't.
My mama was
right. I would be like, "You know." So like,
what did you teach? What language? What?
I was a science teacher.
Science teacher. My mama taught.
So I'm a softer version of myself.
There you go.
She's sweet mama now.
Sweet mama.
Teach mama was terrible.
All right. Any more questions?
No.
Any more guests?
No, I think
No.
that's it.
Okay.
All right. Well, we want to thank Jen, aka the Sweet Mama, for coming on the podcast.
That's the commercial.
There we go. Are you gonna do
Oh shit! I ain't
the
wasn't even
jingle?
thinking about it.
They want to slap your mama. Sweet mama. I like that.
Before we go, we always like to know how people can find you on these World Wide Web, social medias, Instagram, World Wide Webs. Like, how can they find about Sweet Mamas?
So my Facebook is really just Jennifer Heasley. that tells you my age.
We gotta change that. We gotta change that.
She said Facebook. You know how she said her age.
She said Facebook was over.
There's Jen Heasley. There's Jen Heasley's Cooking with the Pros. Like there's Cooking with the Pros. Like, there's a lot happening. And then the Instagram is actually Cooking with the Pros. You'll see a picture of what we call Young Jen. It would be like me and my kids when they're like 2 and 5. Young Jen. That's how you can find me. Yeah.
Okay, go.
How can they find you, yo?
You can find me on IG at IM302YODA.
Hello?
My name is Lou Belgium. I'm on them Instagrams.
You can find Bruising Banter Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, or Twitter at Bruising Banter Podcast. You can even go to www.bruisingbanter.com if you want to find out how to listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, you can say, Alexa, play Bruising Banter Podcast, because we are on Amazon Music. You can also go to you can also go to YouTube. And remember to go and smash that like button if you want to watch us there. This has been another great episode of Bruising Banter Podcast. Until next time,
Sweet grits. Have a good weekend.
No way, no sweet grits.